What is a cross stick? It's not a rim shot, but a very loud backbeat sound similar to what Dave Grohl or John Bonham would play. The early drum machines, especially Roland ones, called cross sticks rim shots. A cross stick is more of a ballad snare drum sound, or like you hear in Latin music. You lay the stick across the top of the snare drum and tap the rim. This patch is a variation of the iconic Buchla bongo patch. It's two oscillators, one frequency modulating the other, going into a quad low-pass gate. It's perfect for this cross-stick sound as the quad low-pass gate tends to sound a bit woody. When modulating one side of the 258 oscillator from the other, I tend to move the frequency dial around until I get a pleasing sound. There's no real science to this, you just got to go with what it sounds like. I'm adding noise to give me that snare buzz, and I'm going to use my 4-channel filter again to find the right tonality of the noise. I'm boosting the gain again with the Buchla preamp. I hardly ever use the preamp when making melodic music, but for single samples like this it's good to get as much gain as I can out of the synth, and thus avoid any unwanted noise out of this old 1970s synthesizer when I'm sampling it. I'm blending the noise and the FM oscillator in a mixer and then going straight to the quad low pass gate. For some reason my quad low pass gate never has quite enough of that Buchla twang with just one channel, so I tend to use at least 2 channels, one going into the other. So I'm pretty much there, but I want to go to another module just to reduce a bit of that low end thud and give it a bit more of a crisp attack. So I'm going to a fairly simple Buchla style EQ module. This one's an excellent clone made by Jason Butcher. I'm just going to roll off some of the low end and accentuate the highs a little bit just to get a bit more attack out of this cross stick. Here is the noise on its own. Here's the modulated oscillator on its own. If I wanted to go more alternative and indie, I'd probably use the spring reverb as well. Here's how it sounds. I made a variety of modular cross sticks with and without spring reverb and submitted them to Roland in Japan, and the team there decided which ones to include in the TM6 Pro factory sound library.